y estacionamiento. Gracias. Press 1 to confirm receipt. Press 2 to replay this message.
Will hold a tax abatement committee for a public hearing or workshop on Tuesday, April 22nd, 2020. Here in Connecticut, to hear the following items. Item number 1, LM-2025-0157, order concerning real property taxes of Michael Stallings on motor vehicle tax account 94549, 94550, 98820, 98821, and 98822. We're also going to listen to item number 2, LM-2025-20209, order concerning real property taxes of Ralph Summer on motor vehicle tax accounts 97512, 97513, 97500, and 97501. These items are on file and available for public inspection in the Office of Legislative Services, located at 165 Church Street, New Haven, Connecticut. For order, Honorable Jose Crespo, Chair. Attest, Michael Smart, City Clerk. If you need a disability-related accommodation, please call 3 business days in advance at 203-946-7651 voice or 203-946-8582 TTY. Public comments or public testimony may be submitted via email to publictestimony@newhavencc.gov before 2 p.m. on the day of the meeting. The meeting can also be viewed on the Board of Alders YouTube channel. And I would like to ask my member to introduce himself.
Douglas, Ward 2.
Crespo, Ward 16, Chair. At this time, I would like to ask Michael Stallings to please come to the table. And if you can give us your name and address for the record, and of course, state your case.
Stallings, 85 4th Street. I'm sorry, Michael Stallings, at 85 4th Street in Connecticut.
I appreciate it.
Abatement Committee staff.
Thank you. I'd like to recognize my colleague. Alder, you can introduce yourself.
Alderman Brown Legate, 129 Beacon Hills.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chair.
So,
I noticed that there were some vehicles that were taxing over time, but I know I was no longer in possession of the vehicle during that time. I sent over Carfaxes for each vehicle showing that the transfer of title or total loss.
okay. So all 5 vehicles are no longer in possession, correct?
I believe there's one vehicle that I still have, the Yamaha.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's one.
So there's 5 open sections. One has to do with the Buick. The other one has to do with the other one is with a Honda Accord. And then you have a.
I might point out, part of your packet, there, sheet.
Yeah. There's a motorcycle as well, correct? Which is a Yamaha?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the Yamaha, which is a YFZ 350. That's account number 94. 98020. You have the Honda Accord, Buick Verano, or the Chevy Tahoe. I had a question. Did you receive any paperwork regarding, so I see here that there was an accident and it was salvaged from Honda Accord?
Yes, he sent me copies of the Carfax reports. And they were involved in accidents, so I guess they were reconditioned and sold again.
Okay. Do you have that Carfax with you?
Yes, I did.
May I?
I've got several of them.
So the only one in your possession at this time, Mr. Stallings, is the Yamaha.
Yes.
The one that's getting ready to ride to the on the PTO. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, those are two. So right now, all three vehicles, Dorado, Honda Accord, and Chevy Tahoe, are the wrong possession. You purchased them, but they sold them?
Yeah. The Buick Verano I sold, and then the Chevy Tahoe, and then the other vehicle.
Okay. So you sold the Verano on December 6, 2023?
According to the car factory report, the 6th of December of 23.
Okay. That means you owe taxes for 2022
Correct.
and 2023.
There was no taxes for 22, 23.
Okay. So this time for the vehicles that were totaled, did you ever give those taxes paid back?
I tried to cancel them online. I still have the police,
Okay.
actually. It just felt that once they got into a total loss situation, that they were notified. Like, I just got one from DMV just the other day because they sent me, a letter that said, we have to be notified. I thought that was the same situation with any car gets totaled out, that I didn't have to do anything after that.
Yeah, so what happens is when you don't cancel the plates,
Mhm.
they can be transferred over to another vehicle,
Yeah.
and then they will consider it still active, so you may still have to pay for those.
Um,
But based on the information that's provided, it was told, clearly you have all the vehicles in place, those license plates, correct?
yes.
You didn't put any.
I didn't put them on anything, no.
Yeah, probably easier if I explain the chart here to everybody.
Please.
He still owes the taxes for, of course.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh, The Honda Accord was salvaged on 10/24/21,
I see that.
and then it was purchased by a Mr. Familia
See from
in
the,
22,
okay,
who paid taxes in PL 21.
got it.
So if you go back there, the tax and interest were previous to Mr. Familia purchasing the vehicle.
Correct.
So he still had the vehicle.
That makes sense.
Is Buick Verano?
Yep.
Okay, the car was sold in 23, so he would still owe the tax for 22, 23 because there was tax, well, he'd still owe 2021.
And
So no
yeah.
taxes for 22, 23.
2020.
Yeah, 2021.
Yep.
And the Chevy Tahoe, he bought in September 20. That was when he got tax for 21, and there was no record of when it was sold or an accident or whatever in the car factory.
Okay. But he's no longer in the system. Yeah.
The only proof that I could, because I sold that to a family member. So the only thing that I provided was the tax information from when my uncle was paying taxes on the vehicle.
Okay.
So that's.
Did you see it?
I saw the tax, but it was for 23.
Okay.
It was not for 21 or 22. And since we only had the tax for, 21,
Mhm.
that is the amount that would have been.
So the total amount of tax was 17 cents, and the interest of 645.20 cents.
No.
Or were we reducing?
Before adjustment, the total tax was $60.70 and 645.20
For interest.
and
1905 or 37.
530. When you adjust it, the tax
you're not incorporating the seasonal milling.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that would be a 40869 decrease because
Yeah.
of when the taxes and the interest would have.
Right. That makes sense. So at this point, I'm looking at taxes that are adjusted, which is 982.33. And the interest adjusted was 514.35, related to 1496.68.
Right. And the other thing is because he no longer owns those vehicles, he wanted to forgive the interest on the vehicles, which was, it's about, it's a difference of about $495.
So what is your request?
I just want to show you this too. I also have the tax for the, that was for the towel for my uncle's family.
This is a car note? Oh, these are gonna be taxes.
Yeah, because I texted him and I asked him for the VIN number, and then I guess he felt like that was better to show. Because I was just gonna pull a Carfax on it, but he saved me some money, so.
The problem with that is we don't have any real of when he sold it. I don't know what was that for.
2022.
Right, it would be the year after, which you owed 2021.
So what is your ask for us?
I can't afford to pay all that. So my request is whatever you can do to lower it to where it's affordable for me to pay.
So right now you owe 1496.68. If we were to be able to adjust it, get rid of the interest, it'll go down to 92.33. And you'll have 90 days to pay that. Okay. So Don, if you can provide an actual adjustment, is the 982 consistent?
Yes, 980 would be consistent.
Okay.
On top of that, he would have the interest for the motorcycle he currently owns. And 982 would be total $1,150. 56 cents.
Okay. Because that was almost
101, 293.
okay.
No, we did.
So
1,000.
1001. Any questions for my colleagues? I would like to recognize my colleague from Ward 14. Okay. Questions from the committee?
I don't.
No. Seeing none, thank you.
And I come here to pay?
No.
Give me a call tomorrow.
I'll show you what to do.
It doesn't go until the 19th next month.
All right, yeah. All right. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good.
You too. Right safe.
Next.
I'd like to call Mr. Ralph Center.
You want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need this?
So much.
No.
You need that part back.
You got a Carfax there, and there's a Carfax on the other side.
Yeah.
If you can state your name and address for the record.
You got one.
Things to Ralph Summer. I live in 1786 Conifia Avenue.
Please, please.
I'm here, like, so I got a paper from tax department that I owe almost like $1,362. So, like I'm trying to work because I was his advisor in Afghanistan when I came here. So, I was working in Toronto and I got a COVID in this home. So now I'm a driver, but if I just pay like 50 cents per mile, I'm trying a lot to make good money, but so it's hard to pay all of my expenses. So I have 5 children here, and I'm owe almost like $4,000 from my mortgage and 400 from almost 400 from sewer water, 300 something for drinking water, and also tax that to almost $61. So I came here. So when I went to the gentleman, he said you can come to the committee if we can help you. So I'm here to if you forgive me or do something else because if I save some money like $200, $300, so I have 5 children, they go to school, somebody shoes, clothes, they buy for me, oh buy this, shoes, this. I cannot, I don't want to see them, so I buy everything. So I cannot make, save money to do my house. If it's possible, so help me. If it's not possible, then I will try. So because I don't have education, I have graduated from university in Afghanistan. When I go in here, they give me minimum wage, and sometimes they send me to so the hours missing work. So they don't give me good salary because of the education. They don't have education here. So I cannot continue education here because of my expenses I have to pay. Because my wife, so just she take care of children, she cannot. So that take care of five children take a lot for her. So I just want to make income. So I'm making around from 1200 from left, and I have food stamp from government around like 1400 for little. These two things is my income. I don't have income, but my expenses around 2,700 or 500 and like that. And go just a few months because I didn't pay $4,000 for my mortgage. So the same later, if you do not pay that, they will sell your house. So if they sell my house, so it's going to be expensive like that. So I don't know how can I when I make 4 bedrooms, then I have to pay 2,000. It's gonna be more difficult. Now I pay $1,306 for the school to start.
Similar his, Jones here in New Haven, because he has a mortgage, he is not eligible for tax abatement. So, and as I said, he's pretty much up to date with that. And I gave you, it's a separate copy.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right there.
For his income expenses. He averages between his work and SNAP about 2,900. How about he's got all the expenses, the mortgage, which is a big one, 1,306. Then it goes down. And the food is also with my children, of course.
Absolutely.
It's
Tough.
up there. So, and of course, transportation works as an Uber driver who has to pay, which is business expense. Still an expense we have.
Okay.
And then he basically covers every month, well, minus $1,200, $1,300 if you want to round it out. So you can see yourself that he is at the moment in financial difficulties.
Hardship.
That too.
Yeah.
That's the word.
I still talk about hardship.
I can do that.
So currently you owe 1361 with 69 cents. The interest is 177.21, and the tax is 1184. If we reduce the interest, it goes down to 1184. You would have 90 days to pay that.
Like 1100.
1184.
Yes, it's up to you, yeah.
But it's up to you, because ultimately, everyone has to figure out, so I wanna know, if we were to reduce the 1361 to 1184, can you do that?
Yeah. I'm trying to do that. If it's possible, if you can give me or get me a little bit more, if it's impossible, then I have to do something to find money for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be able to do 1184 within 90 days?
that. I don't think so because I just the company is not like that. They give you bonus, something like that. So I'm trying hard. Trust me, I work like 18 hours, 19 hours, which is not good too for me. So, but
So what do you say?
So, yeah, so I'm here for this. I don't know, this is my first time I've been talking to this gentleman. So if it's possible to forgive me all the money, if it's not possible, if you tell me a little bit more. So,
So what can you do? What can you afford?
so
From your own experience.
is it possible to forgive all the money or that or no?
So depending on the meeting, we could do anything.
To you, then I explained it. So yeah, I just think about that. Like for me, I accept that, yeah. But you see the expenses, the children, and the food, everything is going on, everything is so high. I'm trying to, my son is almost 13 years old, he's in a school, yeah, I need support and I will meet because my son is not. So,
What do you think?
You go. Just all the income you got coming in the house.
yeah. Food stamp and 12 to 1500 from
Nobody
left.
else. Pipes don't work.
No.
Question, right? Yeah, I don't know, this is definitely what I do wanna, make a suggestion around the financial. Um, I don't know if it's, can't see it. But if we remove the interest, and then before 48, would that be, can you do that in that?
So can you do $1,000 in 90 days?
So, if you like that food, yeah, I will try my best, but I'm not sure. So because but one car is so old, nobody buy that because my family size is 7. Me and my dad. So have problem too. So I'm selling that, try to sell that because in the other cars I will pay. So if in 90 days, like I took in the left, so what should I do with that? So
So currently, two vehicles, right?
yeah,
You have a 2013 Honda
yeah,
Odyssey and a 2017 Toyota Prius.
yeah.
Prius.
Because of, so it has some engine problem too. It's good, it's driving, but I'm not sure maybe but nobody buy it. I buy it $6,000. The mileage is 250,000, I think the mileage is. So when people come and see, he said, could you give me like $1,000, most lose $4,000 on that. So, yeah.
So, so, um, right, if we did $1,000, basically, that's $350 a month, right? $350 a month, basically, right? What happens if he doesn't achieve that?
Let's, we make an adjustment.
Okay, so this committee does have room to make.
Well, as the chair said, basically the board has the ability to do whatever it wants.
I get that, but I have on the tax abatement, so I don't know.
You can reduce the tax amount, you can get the interest.
No, I get that part of it. I get that part of it. I do. I really do. It's a thing whereas, my position, right? We gotta get something, right? So my $350 a month for 3 months,
But we
90 days.
decide, because he has to do it all.
Yeah, okay, that's how that functions. Okay,
And then we gotta give him a 30-day extension if he wants to.
And if he needs an extension,
Do an amendment.
okay,
we can do an amendment, or if it's close to it,
okay.
we can make a change a couple of weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
If it's a couple of months, so.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna go through as an
so-
adjustment to the board.
Right.
just for clarification of where my position is. I think it should be $1,000, 90 days with a tentative, looking at it and see what he in 90 days. Go to the chair, if we need to the extent. Come with the money, pay that.
This is basically what you'd be doing in discussion.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Are you trying to register a car?
Yeah,
You are.
yeah, register.
So if you register a car, if you trying to register a car, how are you gonna pay taxes on that? Because you're still gonna owe. You can't come up with the money now. How are you gonna pay tax? Anything in the future?
Already I have registered.
Are you trying to wait for a new car?
I don't know. This car has, almost, one is I think 4 years, and the other one is I think 3 years.
So his question is, are you gonna register any new cars?
No, I cannot buy no car. I even I'm concerned about my child food. How can I buy food for him?
So no, he's not trying to register a car.
Clothes, shoes? No, I'm selling this car too.
Second, I have a second. The three ones you have, none of them are running,
You mean running?
operating.
Yeah, both. The one, the Honda C is mileage is so high, it's old, it's running, it's good. But, so it has a something, nobody buy that. They buy that $1,000 system. The other,
I have a suggestion for you. Junk it. They'll pay you $500 for it.
no, I can get $1,000 for it.
Free tax.
Yeah, but another problem is, say, my family size is 7, the small car is for 4 people. That's another, because my children need to go park, so I can use this small car for that. So sometimes I think, say, for the tax, sometimes I think, how can you use it, the small car for my children to park, if I need to buy again. This is cheaper car in America, 6,500, so I need to buy again, or I'm gonna go somewhere else, stay home with my children.
Don, this is also my first time on tax abatement.
You speak up.
So, can you share with us what precedent there is for, like, how these situations are usually handled? Because I would imagine there's a lot of people in the city in a similar situation. Can't we taxes on everybody who's underwater in their income and expense? So what, other than eligibility, any other sort of criteria we can apply, or precedent that we can look to guide us?
There's no precedent for reducing money owned by the resident. The taxes have been reduced, part of the no longer owned.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional questions?
I have none.
Like the people like go from water, mortgage, I have here profit. So yeah, I have it. If you want it, I can give them the number. I'll put that thing.
To answer the question. Yeah.
Guess let me ask you again. Per my colleague, the suggestion was reducing the interest and 100, so a total of a little bit more than $300. $361.60, which would be equal to $400,000.
So for 90 days, because I have something for not buy shoes, nothing every month, so I can save $200 if it's come to $600 in 90 days. I think I'm doing something for that because so yeah, I no buy for my children even one like shoes because sometimes when I say $100 every month, so I have children, they need things like clothes, something like that. So that for that, it will keep it from my tax. So if it's $600, do something.
Okay.
I don't have any relatives to help me here to in America. So that's another problem.
I just want to add, if you want to stay after, there's no resources for your children, clothing, and other things. I'm happy to help you with that. So after we make a decision as a committee, I'm happy to talk with you about what's available.
There's also food pantries that you get more food.
Yeah, the food money is enough for me. Like if it's enough. Yeah, but the problems with the children need shoes, pencil, clothes, everything. They don't know my income because I have 2 years daughter to 13 years, 5 children. So they know that they have like some food book or cloth buy for me. So I'm trying to convince them, but they are children, they don't know. So yeah,
So we're happy to talk with you after.
okay.
Any more questions?
I have none.
Do I have any questions?
You're welcome. Thank you so
And it's, oh, it's over.
much. Okay.
Does anybody from the public wish to testify on items 1 and 2? Anyone from the public wish to testify on items 1 and 2?
I move we close the public.
Does anyone from the community or public wish to testify on items 1 and 2?
I move we close the public portion.
Second.
Discussion? Seeing no one in favor to close the public portion, please indicate with that. Abstention? Close the public portion. On the table motions for items 1 and 2.
We move item 1.
Item 1 has been moved. Let's discuss Mr. Michael's calling. On the way.
I think it was fair what we did. He brought his documents in reference to his Carfax that he don't own those vehicles no more. I think it was really good that he brought that kind of stuff. And I found that thing, well, I was be supporting him for the 90.
Well, he was willing to do $1,001.56, even if we give him the 90 days.
Yeah.
So I think we can proceed with that.
Yeah.
Additional comments, questions, Alderman Gay, Alderman Douglas.
Yeah, I concur with my colleague. He had his paperwork in order. Concur with Don. I think it's done fairly, so.
I'm gonna ask, I didn't hear the whole presentation.
Okay. So, any more discussion? Seeing none? Don.
Hang on a second, I gotta check on a technical.
Yeah.
Same.
It was a technical question as to procedures.
Okay. So at this time, the item has been moved and seconded. We've discussed that we are in agreement that we will accept Mr. Smollett's suggestion that he will pay $1,001.56, and the interest will be included. All in favor, any opposed, any abstentions? Do we do it? The ayes have it.
I move the second item.
Second.
Has moved and seconded. Discussion.
Yeah.
Alderman Gay.
I just, my position hasn't changed in reference to, trying to forgive the interest in some of the costs, of the 9448. Alder, Miller made it, I think, a really wise suggestion around helping with some of the family, loans, stuff like that, just to support what we get from the taxes. So, my position hasn't changed. I think we should do $1,000, to get a position.
Alderman Douglas.
Yeah, I agree with that. Made. It's very simple process. Hopefully.
Okay. Alderman.
Yeah, it's a sad situation. At the same time, I don't think we can waive taxes and interest for everybody who's underwater in this way. So it sounds like we need to have more resources and help and maybe around them. But I don't think we can waive all the tax and interest. I'm not sure why we would do it, just to reduce it, I guess. So I would support that if that's what others will do. I think to be consistent, it probably makes more sense with the interest, the tax, but if other 100,000 also.
I mean, I agree. I mean, we are unable to, unfortunately, everything, because that's, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation, but it's when you own people's responsibilities, set aside, or just trying to forecast. I mean, it ain't easy, but I agree with bringing it up to 2,000, because it's bringing it more than just the interest, we're bringing it a little bit more. And I think that's more than necessary this time. And I have to agree that 2,000 is, even though I'm also in agreement with just getting rid of interest and then pay the taxes that you owe, but given the information we received, I think bringing it down would be. Yeah. So I will ask all in favor to approve this item where he would pay just $1,000 out of the 1361 with 69 cents with an aye. Any abstention, the ayes have it. I will entertain a motion.
So move.
Second.
No discussion needed. All in favor to adjourn, indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstention? Hereby adjourned.
Take care.